Hello, everybody. Are you wondering what on earth is this about? If you remember, I did a vlog about 2 or 3 years ago now about the roots of Christianity and the roots of Islam and how we could look at astrology. So a lot of you were asking me about the age of Pisces. When did it begin? When does it end? That we're going now into the age of Aquarius. And I recently discovered that the age of Aries, which of course came before the age of Pisces, which ended roughly 300 to 500 BC, was closely connected with Judaism. So I'm going to be showing you some pictures there. First of all, let's just have a look at a few things when it comes to Judaism. The Jewish holiday of Passover, which we are having right now, ends on the 21st of March, which is the beginning of Aries, the beginning of the astrological year. It's also the first month of the Jewish calendar is March, which is the month of Aries. Let's have a look at these pictures here of Moses, wherein there you see Moses depicted with the ram, the horn of the ram. Interesting, isn't it? I've got another one as well. There again, you see Moses with the 10 Commandments, and there he is again with the horns of the ram, indicating the age of Aries. Now, here it talks about Daniel's vision of the ram and the goat, and he says, "Then I lifted up my eyes and saw a ram with 2 horns standing beside the canal. The horns were long, but one was longer than the other, and the longer one grew up later." So, and then they go on to talk about Mount Sinai being completely enveloped in smoke, and there was the sound of the ram's horn, which grew louder and louder, and Moses spoke and God answered to him in thunder. Now, it is a tradition at the end of Passover, well, it used to be a tradition, I don't know if people are doing it now particularly, but to blow on ram's horns. And Moses' father was Ram, and also in the name Abraham, of whom Moses was descended from, or did Abraham descend from him, gets rather confusing, also got the ram in it. So let's also talk about, we know how many times lambs were used in sacrifice, isn't that so as well? Then we have I was quite interested, you know, this biblical story where Moses comes down from Mount Sinai and he's got the 10 Commandments written in stone, and he was very disappointed because people were celebrating and they had made themselves calves of gold, and he smashed them with the 10 Commandments. He was very, very angry about these calves of gold. So what's a calf? It's a bull, Taurus. What's money as well? I mean, gold is strictly a Leo thing, but because money and gold have the money association, that's Taurus. So what he was symbolizing in there is that we are now in the age of Aries. We are not in the age of Taurus, hence the smashing of the golden calves. So I'm beginning to think maybe the golden calves represented the Babylonians, what possibly came before the age of Aries and Judaism, right? So if you think of the area, Babylon, which is kind of Iraq is a Taurus country. So there's a kind of a little bit of a thing going on there. Right, so showed you the pictures. There is an article I found as well, which is called Evidence for Aries as the Astrological Sign of Judea. That's written by Michael Molnar of the Chubb Institute. So people have even written theses on this, right? So what came after the age of Aries, the age of Pisces, which was really the age of Christianity? Won't go into that too much because I did talk about it in my vlog on Christianity and Islam, which I'll pop the link to. And what was Christianity? Linked to the fish, Pisces the fish, Jesus was the fisherman of men, lots of stories about sailing and important events on the lakes of Galilee. Also, Jesus was sacrificed, died for everyone's sins, sacrificed on the cross, the martyr. He was a healer. All those themes very closely connected to Pisces. Now, for those of you who remember Bible study, it always seemed to me that the God of the Old Testament, which is really more the God of Judaism, seemed like a very angry God, wasn't he? He was always sending plagues or turning people into pillars of salt for doing something wrong. It seemed a very different vibe. I always felt myself that the Old Testament and the New didn't really flow from each other. They seemed very different in theme and style, syntax. The whole arrangement was very different. And there you would see the effect of the age of Aries, which depicted a far more warlike god, and a god who could be quite vindictive at times, quite angry, who gave his commands, was far more authoritarian. It seems to me the whole vibe you got, demanding sacrifices. I mean, think of how much the sacrificing of the lamb, which of course the sheep, Aries, the goat, the ram, should I say, not the goat, that's Capricorn, but all those themes of sacrifice very much connected to the Old Testament. And then there's this total change in tempo with the New Testament, where it's all about, it's more of the hippie vibe, isn't it? Love thy neighbor, acceptance, tolerance, peace, turn the other cheek, and suffer the children unto me. It was a lot of different themes going on. So I just came across that, thought it was really interesting, the link of the age of Taurus with possibly the Babylonians, although I'd have to research to see if it's exactly them. Then the move to Judaism during the age of Aries, and it was a period of great strife, wasn't it? I mean, the what went on at the Passover and the slavery under the Egyptians and all those themes, the escape of the people led by Moses, the parting of the Red Sea, it's red, the color of Mars. There's a lot more kind of violence and conflict. And then we go into the New Testament with Christianity. The themes are rather different. There's much more the theme of self-sacrifice, but it's not as much conflict. And now we're ending the end of age of Pisces. We're moving into something totally new, the age of Aquarius. So just thought, guys, I would share that with you. Hope you enjoyed it. Back with lots more, just finding out loads of cool stuff that I want to share with you.